The two adventurers are gossiping about a mage who was able to take down a stray dragon. His name is Quagmire Rudeus. Ilinali's ears perks up and walk towards them to ask for more information. The adventurers cannot remember well the details of the rumor. Ilinalis then offers her body if they can remember more details. Thus, the two think hard. They then blurted that he is in Basharant's second city of Pippin. Ilinalis thanked them thinking she already found him. Rudeus and Soul Party is traversing the snow for a mission. Rudeus uses his magic to scout the area. He then announces that there are a pack of luster grizzlies heading towards them in a very fast motion. Rudeus uses his earth magic and traps them. It gives the opportunity to the party to attack the grizzles and slash them to death. Suddenly a red dragon appears. The dragon fly into rage and hits some adventurer. Soul orders them to retreat. Rudeus unsheathes his wand and makes smoke screen and let the party run. He jumps on its head and run on its back to the opposite direction. The dragon throws him a fireball, but Rudeus uses his wind and magic power. He was unfazed by the attack. He creates small boulder and attacks the dragon. The dragon dodges, but Rudeus was able to hit it, making him fall in his magic mud and smashed its head. The party rejoices upon seeing him beat the dragon. The other adventurer praises him and was convinced that he is indeed traveled the demon continent. Soul tells him that it's time to join his party. Rudeus declines, saying that after making his name, he have to move on the next country again. On his room, Rudeus thank his relics, which is Roxy's panty, for another day passed. In the morning, Rudeus do his routine exercise such as jogging, doing push-up and sit-ups and many more. Seeing his body improving, Rudeus is amazed. In the next scene, Rudeus is having his meal when he hears the man sing a story of how he took down a red dragon. Some of the listeners says that it is boring and ruining the liquor and that he should sing a different want. Suddenly, the doors open and Ilinalis walks in. He pointed Rudeus and states that she finally found him. Rudeus greet her, but she does not ring bells on him. Ilinalis told him that he is hard to miss, as she said, referring to Roxy. Ilinalis eyes him maliciously. She is attracted with his appearance. He asks her if something matters, but Ilinalis denies it and sat down. While the spectators do not know that Quagmire Rudeus has a woman, the three then sing a song for them. Ilinalis introduces herself as one of the members of Pulse Party, his father and now part of Roxy's party. Rudeus abruptly stand and down, asking where she is. Ilinalis says that those can wait, and whisper that he is strong for single-handedly a dragon, that's why Roxy is boasting him. Ilinalis touch his chest and Rudeus asks her if she has a thing for him. Ilinalis admits that he is manlier than she imagined. He held his chin and Ilinalis intends to give him a kiss while her hand is wandering. She then notices a pendant and asks him where he got it. He told him that it is from an old friend. Ilinalis showed him her pendant, which is quite similar to his. Thus, she asks him if his friend is an elf. Rudeus requests her not to tease him. She tells him that she does not want to be Paul's daughter-in-law and still be friends with Roxy. Rudeus asks her of her purpose for finding him, and that is to inform him of his mother's whereabouts. She also informs him that Roxy went to his father to inform about Zenith and that they might be already with Zenith at Begarit. Thus, he is worried anymore. In the next days, he realizes that Ilinalis is a sex addict and gets men into her room in no time flat. In the next scene, a lot of male teenagers were looking up. It turns out they are looking at Ilinalis's body. Rudeus is lying listening to Ilinalis moans next door, hoping he get aroused, but he is not. He therefore decided that he will not love anymore, just only touch and admire them, then face betrayal. In the next scene, Rudeus saw Ilinalis with Soul. The later explained that he's not making move on her. Rudeus explained that she is not his woman and it's nonsense since he could not get it up. He asks him how was it. Soul told him that she is the best. Thinking that she have slept with other guys in Soul's party, he advises her to clean after herself. While eating, Soul is continuously making move on Ilinalis by holding her chest. Rudeus is contemplating how she was able to keep a harem of guys and still not get into trouble. Ilinalis gave money to Soul as agreed and requested her not to get serious on her. Rudeus then concludes that it is a reverse prostitution. At stormy night, Rudeus is doing exercise when Ilinalis gave him a letter. It is from Genius, Vice Principal of Ranoa University of Magic. He is inviting Rudeus to be a special student. Ellenalis explains to him that special students are excused from tuition and lessons but can use the school's resources. In the morning he asks Conrad, who is also a former student of Ranoa University. He explains that the university is naturally reaching out to students with excellent magic or tons of mana. Thus, when the students get famous, it will be a good publicity for the school. Conrad realizes that Rudeus have not been in a school. The latter explains that he had private tutor. Conrad realizes his family must be well off. Rudeus explains that he is a Greyrit, a family that governed the Asura province. He then asks Rudeus what he is doing as a solo adventurer. Rudeus involuntarily cries as he is reminded of why he is all alone. Ellenalis came and told him that he can go to the university, but Rudeus tells her that his priority is bringing back his family. Paul will bring back his family to Asura and he can just take a trip to see them. Opening his eyes, he saw the man god and tells him that he's been reaching for him to find Zenith but he is nowhere. The man god says that it is not also easy for him. He told Rudeus that he did not change much. He asks him if Roxy will be proud of him given his current situation. He will only regret if he is to go to Bigaret to meet Roxy. Rudeus asks him why he does not tell him. He then urges Rudeus to come to Ranoa University to study the cause of the mana teleportation, and he will gain his manly potency and pride. When he wakes up, he saw Ellenalis' naked body lying beside him. When he checks himself, nothing was aroused. He intends to cover her body but she hugged him. In the morning, Rudeus together with Ellenalis bids goodbye to Sol and his party. Sol acting tough saying that he just have exploited him and earned so much money. Sol told him that he will be in Ranoa in these days and they will drink and whoring again. And thus, he set to the kingdom of Ranoa. It turns out that Ranoa is full of different type of students from different nations and kingdoms, including the prince that he met, and Sylphie together with the princess she is looking for. Rudeus and Ellenalis arrived at the kingdom of Ranoa.
If you've enjoyed this so far, drop down below and show us some love by liking, subscribe and sharing. Next chapter will come out soon enough if not already, but for the meantime, check out our other videos on the screen. I highly recommend The Daily Life of the Immortal King. The link is in the comments section below. Thank you for watching until the end. Subscribe for more videos like this.